Hey everyone, this is Tim from YourSixGaming. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to fix your microphone issues where you can't hear people or they can't hear you in Black Ops 6. The first thing I want to check is to make sure I'm in the correct channel. So if I press Options and tab over using R1, you can see the game channel right here. If I press R2, I'm going to be disconnected from this channel and I won't be able to speak to anyone. So you got to make sure that you're in the correct channel, whether you want to speak to people in the game. Otherwise, if you're in a private chat right here, make sure you're in the right channel and switch to it. Then what we want to do is to make sure we are not muting ourselves by accident. So if we accidentally mute ourselves, well, we're not going to be able to speak to people. So in the top right, it says press R3 in, and then you can see the social menu here, and you go up to your name and you can select this and it says mute self. If it says mute self, this means you're unmuted. So if it says unmute self, that means you're muted. So I'm not muted. And you could also be doing this to people in your party. So go to their profile and make sure it says mute on there and you're not muting someone in your actual party chat that you're trying to speak to. So if we know we're in the correct channel, we're not muting, etc. Otherwise, you could have someone blocked as well. You'll want to go to their name and go to unblock. You have the option to block them right here. Just unblock them. Now, if we press options and we tab on over to settings and we go down to account and network right here, there is an option to unblock people. We just have to select their name and then unblock them. And then we should be able to speak to them. So once we get that set up, we want to go to the voice chat options in the game. So press options, tab on over to settings, go down to audio. Then we got the main audio right here where we can adjust the main audio for the game. Also, we can expand this and we can do gameplay, music, dialogue, effects, etc. That's kind of how I have it set up. But we could try a different mix for global. So maybe our voice isn't loud enough or we can't hear people or something like that. Go to voice boost right here. You could try that out, or headphone boost with bass or something like this. Just try a different audio mix if it seems like everyone's a little bit too quiet or something like that. But tab on over using R1, go to voice chat. And the first option is the voice chat volume. This may be too low. We can just boost this up. Now the default is 25, but I'm going to increase it to maybe like 80 and just put it right there. And just turn on every option to turn it off. So we got proximity chat, body shield, and then last words. Turn all this on. And another thing that could be causing an issue is the game voice chat channel. You could be in the wrong channel. Now this is all lobby right here. Everyone from the current game can hear me. If you go to party only, well, people in the party will only be able to hear me. So you just want to select this to the option that you only want to hear people from. So I'm setting mine to pretty much everyone, all lobby right there. And then we got the microphone level. This is our microphone. You probably want to increase this. I just put mine to 100. That's probably way too much. So maybe I'll bump this down to like 80 or something like that. And I can test it out below. I can just go to test right here, turn on my microphone. Oh, and that is really loud. Now I can hear that in my controller. So I might want to lower that a little bit, maybe like 70, and then turn off the test. And here is the open mic sensitivity. Now, if you're speaking and your microphone's not getting picked up, you could try just increasing this. Now, on the PC, you are probably going to have push to talk on. You could try switching that over just to like constantly speaking, where it's just going to automatically activate like we do on the consoles. And then we have mute yourself when connecting to a channel. You can turn that on or off. But we got all these options set up. Now, if you're on the PC or the PlayStation, this is going to be a little bit different. But on the PlayStation, I'm going to press the PlayStation button and then go on over to microphone and make sure it's not muted right here. And then I can go to adjust microphone. And then I can just test out my microphone down below. Also, you have the option to switch the output for the microphone. So I got wireless controller. I can switch this over to my Turtle Beach. And then we can go over to the sound options right here and just make sure we have the correct TV or headset selected. Here's the speaker for the controller if you want this. And then we got the audio balance. So we can go to the right for more party chat or the left for the game chat. And then we got game mute voice chat right here. So make sure this is unchecked. Otherwise, we won't be able to hear anyone in the game. Now, if you're on the PC, this is going to be a little bit different, having all the different options on the computer to set a default microphone or something like that. But let's go on down to settings, go to this right here and select this. And then I'll bring it over here. And then we want to go on over to the sound options under here. So let's go to system, locate sound, and we see here. and then choose your output device. So whatever it is, your headphones, I got my speakers selected right here. Then I can go on down, here's my input, here's my microphone, select the correct microphone, and you can add a device if you don't have one, but I can hear, or I can see myself speak right here. I can increase this too to make it a little bit louder as well. So you can do that right here as well as in the game. And then we can go on down and we can choose the default per program. So let's go to the volume mixer right here, and we can see this, and we can see the different applications. We got the output device, input device selected. This looks good. Let's go on back over here, and then we want to go down to all sound devices, and we can see everything in here. If your headset isn't showing up under here or anything else, you probably have a problem connecting it with Bluetooth. But we want to go on down to more sound options. We're just going through everything just to double check. And under here, we can select the default devices. So we got playback and locate your speakers. So I got my speakers right here. Then going down to set default devices, and you can always go into the properties and look for any additional setting under here. You could try doing a test for this, spatial sound. You might have more options than I do. So go through here and just look at this. And then we got the recording. This is going to be a microphone. Let's locate my Turtle Beach headset or my Blue Yeti microphone in here. And here it is. I can see myself speak. Select it and go to set as default. Go to properties, and you can listen to yourself speak in here. Your different levels, you can increase it. General, okay, we're looking good under here. Now, one thing I did want to mention under the volume mixer, if we go in here, we can find the application. So if we got Call of Duty opened up, let's use Steam, for example. We can select the down arrow, and we can select the default speakers and input devices for that. So let's go to my speakers right here, and then my microphone. And a lot of times, this will make it work just by switching this over for the specific program. Also, another thing to be aware about when you're playing is your crossplay connection. So let's go to settings and go on down to where it says account and network. And if you have crossplay communications turned off, you won't be able to speak to anyone. Also text chat and friend requests. Then we got whispers, manage invites. So just go through here and just make sure everything is turned on. Now, if you're still having issues, go ahead and close down the application, restart your computer, restart your PlayStation, and start it back up again. Sometimes that does indeed help as well, but hopefully this video did indeed help you out. If it did, leave it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below for more tech videos coming up next on YourSixGaming Studios.